Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In a second, description of your ascendant or moon sign will follow. In the meantime, I want to wish you all the best for the year 2024 and to tell you that you hear about the most important celestial configurations for the year 2024, both from Sidereal and also modern astrology point of views, and also to tell you that these are just the description of the main celestial events. Of course, if you want to have more specific and very detailed reading on how these celestial events will influence your horoscopes, you may book a reading with me, consultation, which will be very detailed and will be dealing with eclipses, with heliacal phases of the planets, with the future cycles, with also with the solar activity eventually, and with the main transits for 2024, and also with the very important changes of positions of the trans-Saturn planets like Uranus. So this will be discussed now, but in much better detail it will be seen in your horoscope, and such a reading will be available for you with a special discount for the year 2024, and you can find it under this video. So all the best to you, and to remind you again, we are very powerful and we can shape and we can program our realities, but knowledge is important. This is why I'm introducing you into these celestial events, transits, phases, eclipses, because once you are aware of them, once you are informed, you do the needed action. In order to change what you don't want to happen, and in order to shape your own reality. So all the best, and here your ascendant follows. Thank you. This video is specifically for people who have sidereal ascendant Aries or moon in Aries, or let's say you're following the modern tropical astrology, then your ascendant will be Taurus, or you have moon in Taurus. So you can actually apply this knowledge to both sidereal and modern astrology. Now, your ascendant seems to be very important because, as I spoke in my introduction video, this year, not according to the tradition, the first appearance of the moon does not take place in Pisces, but it does take place in Aries, and this is happening on 9th of April. So basically, the lunar year is starting, if you want also to say the astronomical year is starting on 9th of April, and it heavily, or in a good way, largely emphasizes on your ascendant Aries. It means like this year will be a lot about you. It will be a lot about your aims. It will be a lot about your ambition, because Aries sign is ruled by Mars, and depending on where your Mars is placed, there your attention will go. There you might be able to fulfill your aims. It will be a lot about you, about your your knowledge, about your mission. So the first appearance of the moon takes place right on your ascendant. And in the meantime, Jupiter will be still on your ascendant until 8th of May. And Jupiter will play a very good role in terms of protection, in terms of just to give you positive attitude, positive thoughts, to give you well-being, sense of well-being. The first appearance of Mars, your ascendant ruler, because now he is invisible and he will be invisible until 7th of May. So the first appearance of Mars will take place on your 12th house, which is Pisces. 12th house in your horoscope. It is about health. It is about occultism. It is about the secret place of yours. It is about healing. It is a lot about knowledge, of course, and about your mission. So could be that once Mars appears in Pisces with Rahu, who is also about what we want to achieve, what we are driven towards, you will become very driven to have certain mission. You will say, in this lifetime, I want to help others. I want to do something in terms of empathy. I want to visit the temple. I want to do, how you say, pilgrimage, travel, let's say, to visit temples, to have spiritual journey. And this will be very, very good for your soul, of course. Then also, Venus will have important appearance for you, first appearance on 29th of June, and this is happening on your third house, related to knowledge, related to communication, improving relationships with brothers and sisters. Venus will also support eventually travel, media work, and this will be very, very fine. All eclipses which will take place next year, I mentioned them already, 24 March, 8 April, 17 September, 2nd October, and 17 October, will not be anymore on your ascendant December, which for you should be relief, really, but they will appear on, they will take place on the axis of 12th and 6th houses in your horoscope. Axis, like I said, very much related to health, to mission, to spirituality, to pilgrimage, to helping others. Like these particular eclipses on this axis will give change for you exactly in these areas of your life, because you see, wherever the eclipses are, they form something like portals for change, if you want. So in the area of spirituality, mission, finding who you are, who you really are, because do we really know who we really are? You know, see, this is very important question. So the eclipses will play very positive and very important role. Of course, in the meantime, you may need to be a little bit more responsible for your health. You may need to stay, remain very diplomatic, because also this axis may create certain disputes, especially in your routine environment, in your everyday job. So you may need to be diplomatic, to be a little bit more, try to be more peaceful, to stay away from conflicts, and to be responsible for your health. But be sure that in the meantime, you will be kind of introduced to new health ways of healing, let's say. You will become even more spiritual. You'll be more into your own spirituality, consciousness. This will be amazing travel for you, actually. And also, Saturn remains in Aquarius. April is a little bit critical time, because you have exact conjunction Mars, Saturn. So be a little bit more attentive with children, especially April, the entire half of March and until half of May. In the meantime, during the entire year of 2024, Saturn is on your 11th house, and this is not bad. Of course, depends on how Saturn will be placed in your own horoscopes, because when Saturn is well placed, we have easier Saturn transits and so on. Otherwise, he would be a little bit more challenging. But in any case, for you, he's in the 11th house. And 11th house in astrology is the house of the good spirit. So he will not be that harmful, of course, but he will continue bringing changes related to your career, to money making, and also to friendships. During his entire course transit through Aquarius, which will last until late December 2025, he will continue with these important changes. Financially, work-wise, changes in friendships, in social circle, changes in your goals, So this will be also very, very important. In general, if we have to see how whether the year will be a little bit easier than the last year, I would say yes, because you're free from the heavy affliction of the last 2 years of all these eclipses which took place on your ascendant, descendant, and I'm sure that this was a little bit heavy in many ways, both on how you feel, also on your romantic life. So most probably this was a little bit heavy. And if I have to compare the previous year with the year 2024, I think that to a certain degree you will be relieved, but you may need to be, yes, you have beautiful journey of awakening for sure. And you will be, after this year, you know more about healing, you will be more spiritual. But certainly also you should not forget to take care of your own health and to be a bit diplomatic, to stay away, from conflicts and from disputes. So more or less, these are the main, configurations for you for the 2024. And keep in mind, I will repeat, the first appearance of this moon happens right on your ascendant. So every decision you make, every emotion you experience, every thought you have, it will be very important, because there is somehow emphasis on you, on your actions, on your emotions, on everything, because when the moon appears for the first time in certain sign, especially when this is not very typical, then for some reason you are the important. The attention goes towards you. But the good thing is that Saturn, who is the main lord of karma, the main lord of change, is creating harmonious aspect to your ascendant, and this is not an affliction. So everything that you will reach during this 2024 somehow will have long-lasting effect. That's why you have the great responsibility in your hands on what decisions you make for yourself. So ladies and gentlemen with ascendant Aries, I really wish you great 2024. Don't forget not to experience any fears and worries, because the way we vibrate, this is also what we attract. So if we really vibrate high, and if then we will have certainly much more joyful and successful events coming into our lives. So all the best, and your comments are very, very welcome. Bye bye. Small detail I forgot to mention about you, people who have Sidereal Ascendant Aries. On 18th of June, Uranus is leaving your ascendant. 7 years you had Uranus on your ascendant. He entered your ascendant on 17th of April, on April of 2017. 7 years. If you go back, April 2017, you remember what this brought you, what Uranus brought to you. Many changes, your personal perceptions, your relationships, your romantic life, your work, everything. So when he leaves your ascendant for the next 7 years, he will be in your second house to shape your finances. Very important. He will be shaping your finances. So you will go through changes. Also, the financial system, the financial means that you use may go through change. He will have impact on your connection with your family roots, family members. Also, this there you may need to be diplomatic a little bit. But in general, you will see how you experience different like use of finances. Money-wise, he can close one door, open another. Depends how he's placed in your horoscope. But certainly, in a sense of being relieved, yes, you will be relieved once he leaves your ascendant, because this is a little bit intense, too much of energy right on your ascendant. So I think this is also good news. So this I wanted to add because I forgot to mention it in the most important overview which I made for you. All the best.